So you want to look straight into your mirror, follow your bottom lash line. And make your tiny line. Then you connect it. So if the eyeliner, if it's not straight, you can always go in with your concealer and shape it out. Sorry about that, guys. So these are the lashes I'm going to be using. Good morning, Kevin. Bonjour, ça va bien? So I'm just applying some lash glue on my lash. Please activate the light for me. Power tap your screen. Pookies, you're loving my French. I can speak French, eh? Ça va bien? Ça va bien? No, it's not for any reason. I don't want to put any music behind, and they will. Yes, I also speak Spanish and English. I don't want to put any music behind because I don't have copyright of any music, so I can play music at the back. Thank you for the likes. Thank you. Yes, thank you. I appreciate you. Like, you're the best. Cookies, you're the best. I appreciate you. Thanks for the likes. I appreciate you guys. So when you apply if you're using the white glue, look at this one. You want to let that sit until it's clear. So I'll just let that sit. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You make me blush. Anyways, so now while I'm waiting for my lash to while I'm waiting for my lash to get tacky. Where did I even keep the other one? I'll go ahead and start prepping my skin. So to start, you want to make sure you're starting on a clean base. Like, you want to make sure that your face is clean. All right. I'm going to use a makeup remover with some cotton pad to just clean any fallout of the product I have under my eyes. Well, I talking up for me, I have not had any damage yet, so I don't know. I can't really tell if it does. I've not had any issue with the lash glue yet. So first of all, I'll start by prepping my skin. For that, I'll go in with a moisturizer. You want to go in with a moisturizer? This is the one I'm using. With what? So I'm just going to rub that into my skin. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Little, thank you. Mola, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So I'm just going to rub that. So after I apply my moisturizer, I always like to go in with my sunscreen, no matter whether there's sun or not. Where's it? So whether there's sun or there's no sun, I always go in with my sunscreen. You know, you need to do something to be used to. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. So you need to be used to something. When you do it once and you don't do it again, you always forget to do it. So I always go in, even if it's in the night, I always go in with my sunscreen. If it's during the day, I'll put a lot. If it's during the night, I just put a little bit. So I'll go in now and put my lash. Like when you let the glue sit and get tacky, it sticks without problem. Like it's almost clear. This part that is still blue is because you can see this area, you can barely see anything. That's how it's supposed to be. But I cannot be waiting for the whole day. Maria Corina, thank you for joining me. Have you finished? Okay. Let the single braid. Mama, thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for the like. I appreciate it. Thank you. Like, much love. Okay, I'll just go in now and drop that. Yana, please, can you go and eat your salad? Huh?
But I want to eat you.
When you finish eating your salad, you can eat the cereal. So,
No.
Yana, I'm telling you, I'm not asking you. Okay? Yeah, I'm not asking you.
I want you to ask me.
You want me to ask you? Don't be smart. Go and eat your salad. When you finish, you come and tell me. I'll give you the cereal.
And then with chocolate.
No, so don't start demanding. Go first. Go and finish that one. Then you come and tell me whatever you want to tell me. These little kids are too smart for their age. So I'm just pressing the first lash with my natural lash, so you don't have that. If you this one sit well. Normally when you drop, you see there's a line under here. So to avoid that line, you want to go in and press it with your natural lash to get rid of that line. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. So after applying my sunscreen, I'll go in with this dewy mist. It's a dewy glow mist. I'll spray some on my to just hydrate. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for the light. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. So I'm just going to blow that. Like, it really gives you that hydration. This is from is the F Glow Dewy Mist. This is what it looks like. So after that is dry up, I'll go in with my primer. I'm using the Power Grip primer from Elf. So with this primer, after you apply, especially when you apply the sunscreen at the bottom, under it, what you want to do is tap it into your skin, because this primer is very sticky. It can move the product, and you don't want that. If you start rubbing, you're going to move the product you apply under, because if I do like this, if you see it, it's going to move the product like that. You see, you don't want to do that. You want to tap it into your skin. So now I'll go in my foundation. The foundation I'm using is I will use today is the Lancome foundation, the thin Idole Ultra Wear Wonders. Plenty name, I don't know for what. This is the one I'll be using. Then you want to make sure that you always shake your product, because some of the times, if you don't use them, it settle at the bottom. So you want to always shake before you use. I'm going to drop it at the back of my hand. Then just use my fingers to apply that. So now, as I said earlier, that I'll be using the foundation for to conceal the top of my brows. I'm just going to take the brush, grab some of the product, and use it to conceal my brow. So now you can take a brush or a sponge to blend your foundation. I'll be using this brush. I'm just using it to tap the product. And when it comes to makeup, you want to always make sure that you're building your product slowly. When you apply, you blend. When it's not enough, you go ahead and add. You don't want to go at once with you don't want to go with a lot of product at once. You want to go slowly and build the product. As for the under of my eyes, I'm going to leave that for the concealer because that is this area. That's where I normally crease up fast. So I don't apply too much product in that area. That's why I'm not applying the foundation there. Thanks for the like, I appreciate. Damsel 2009, thank you for joining my life. I appreciate you. Thank you. Let the single breathe. Thank you. I appreciate you. Okay. I think I'm satisfied with the look like that. I'm not going to add the foundation. I'm going to use a sponge. This sponge is damp, not wet. You want a damp sponge, not a wet sponge. So I'll just use it to blend the foundation. So I'll go ahead again with the setting mist and hydrate my face again. So after that, I'm going to take my concealer. Mama Susu, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you, ma. I'll take my concealer. This one is the Dior concealer in the shade 5N. This is the dark shade of the concealer I'm going to be using. So I'm only going to use it in this area so it blends with my foundation. Then the light shade I'll be using is the Juvia's Place Concealer in the shade 12. This, I'm going to use it in this area. On the bridge of my nose. Like the concealer, use your concealer first of all to highlight your face. This area, like to highlight your T-zone. This area, okay? For this part, it's just the area where light normally reflects onto. So you want to bring that area back, because after you apply your foundation, your face is just like a blank sheet that you need to start drawing on it. The concealer you use is to bring back the light into your face, while the contour is to bring back the shadow. The contour is the dark shade. So for my contour, I'm going to be using the NYX cream color, this one. Then I'm going to use a brush like this to take the shade. If you take a look, you can see my natural dark shade here. I'm going to bring that back. You can either put it here or you take it a little bit up. It all depends on your preference. So I'm going to put it there to just bring back that, and this is going to make your jaw your jawbone to be pronounced. Then I'm going to blend that up into my hairline. Then for my jawline, you can see this darkness. That's where you want to apply it, under your jawline, not on top. If you apply it on top here, it's going to make this part look like you have a very thick neck. So you don't want that. You want your jawline to be snatched. So you want to apply that under your jawline and blend it downward to your neck. So if I do like this, you can barely see the under of my neck. Now I'm going to apply some on my forehead. A little bit on this area to give me an illusion of a lift, like on the area where you have your arc. Then on my nose, I'm going to use a small brush to do that, because so it will sit only on where I want it to be. I'll use a brush like this, and you want to start from where you start your eyebrow and bring it down. So you can see that I've not started blending my concealer yet. You want to always leave your concealer to sit and get tacky before you blend it out. When you do that, it will give you a full coverage. So that's why I'm leaving it there for and doing the other part. I'll only come there after I've finished blending the contour shade and the blush. Now you want to go in with your powder, with your liquid blush if you have it. If you don't have it, no need to worry or no need to panic. You can use your normal powder blush for that. So for mine, I'm going to use my finger to take that. Then I'm just placing that a little bit above the dark shade where I've applied the contour. And I'm bringing this up to my hairline. Yeah, that they call it underpainting. It still look good if you know how to do it. If you know how to do it, then if it's what work for you, like makeup does not. What I normally say is I don't think makeup has a, I don't know, that word is not coming. So you can do what works for you, okay? Because it's not everything that work for everyone. If that work for you, go for it. It also turns out good when you underpaint, but you need to know how to do it well. Steps, yes. Thank you. It has no makeup has steps, but uh I can say formula that you must follow to the core. You get, it's not mathematics that you say if I don't follow the formula, I'm not going to get the answer right. It's not mathematics. So you don't need to say no, you must go by like this, you must take by this. Anything that works for you, stick with it. Okay, after doing that, I'm going to blend that. I'm still going to use the brush that I used for the contour shade to blend. For your hairline, you want to blend it into your hairline. Now I'll use the sponge to blend that. I'm actually using the whole side, the other side of this sponge, because I have another one that is clean. But if you don't have two sponges, you want to make sure that you leave one clean side for blending the concealer. Or you first start by blending the lighter shade, because you don't want to take the dark shade and go to the area where you want to light it up. So on my nose, I'm going to use this small brush to blend. because I just want it to be always on the or where I put it. I don't want it to move everywhere. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. Like, I need people like you on my live stream. It really gives you the courage to continue. Thank you. So now I'm going to take a clean brush, a clean sponge, to blend the concealer. You can also use a brush. You can use a brush first, then a sponge. And this area, I'm not tapping too hard because this sponge picks up the product. So I'm just gently tapping. Okay, when you do that, right, the reason it gives you crack is because I am having low battery. Pardon. I need to charge my phone. Hi. Yes, it paused because my battery was almost going to die, so I needed to plug it in. So I was saying, first of all, one of the reasons why your concealer cracked. Yeah, I want to repeat it. One of the reasons why your concealer cracked, it can be maybe first of all, you did not hydrate that area first. You need to hydrate properly. Even if you have oily skin, make sure that you moisturize. You need to moisturize. Second, you you put too much product under your eye. When you do that, it crease. or you don't leave the foundation to sit before you just go in and blend. Because when you leave it sit, it blends smoothly. Another thing is setting it. When you set, before you set your foundation, you want to make sure that you don't have lines, that you don't have creases before you go in with your powder. So you want to always make sure that you're setting on a smooth base. Not that when you start seeing lines, you go in with the powder is just going to sit there and it's going to crease. You don't want that. So you want to blend. Immediately after blending, so I'm just using the sponge I used for the foundation to blend out the harsh line between the lighter shade and the dark shade. So you just have a smooth blend. Like here, I'm just going to use it at that corner. So you don't have harsh lines. So before I go in with my powder to set this, I'm going to blend it again, because if you do like this, you can see that on that lines you have under your eye, the product starts sitting in there. When you have those lines, don't put powder on it. Make sure you blend it first before you go in with powder. So I'll first of all, off my light. So I'll first of all blend that. So I'll first of all blend that, right? Then immediately after blending, I'll go in with my powder. I will not wait for it to start sitting before I go in with my powder. Then I'll use a brush first. You can see I'm going in again with the sponge just to avoid that creasing. I'll blend, take my powder. I'll take my powder with a brush. First, I'm first of all starting at the bottom here and gently taking it up. Like on the areas where you crease a lot, right? You want to avoid putting too much product. Always avoid it. And you see me, I hardly bake, because if you don't know how to do it, you will crease so badly. If you don't know how to bake, don't see others doing it and it turns out well for them and you want to go for it. I always set, I don't bake, because I know this area is the area where I crease a lot on that area. So I don't bake. I always set. I use brush to set, then I'll go in with a powder puff to press that in. And especially if you crease a lot, avoid using a lot of powder. Just use a little bit. Even if you still have shine on your face, there's nothing bad in that. So use just a little bit of powder. So I'm going to take a puff like this. There's a hair entering my eyes. Yeah. Oh, I hate this. I don't like this at all. Okay. Oh God, please. Don't spoil my makeup, I beg. Anyways, I'll go in with a puff like this and press. Okay, you want to press that powder into your skin. Like you want to feel your bone when you're pressing. You want the powder to sit in there. Thanks for the like, dear. Thank you. I appreciate you. If you look here, you can see that it still gets creases here. This area, I'm going to use the eyeshadow to set that. I'm not going to put the powder there because this area I've not put powder yet. I'm not going to touch that with powder. I'm only going to concentrate on the areas, on this area down here. So at that part, I'm going to use eyeshadow to set that up. You can see, tell from the one that I've pressed it in with this side. You can tell, if you look at, you can see my skin in this area. So you want to make sure that you press and make sure that that powder gets into your skin. So now I'll go in with my bronzer. I'm using the Revolution Power Bronze. Where is it? Where in God's name it is? Is it? God, no, this is it. So I'll be using the Revolution Power Bronze. Thank you for joining me. I'll use it to set the dark areas, this area. I'll just tap on it. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for the likes. Like I'm just tapping, pressing the product in. Then for my blush, I'm going to use this powder blush palette. It's from Technique. What was that? Okay. So I'm going to use these two shades down here. That poetry eye has really dealt with me. Oof. Thanks for the likes. I appreciate it. Yes, I live in Spain, in Murcia. Like the tears that started coming out of my eyes really moved my concealer, my eyeshadow. Okay, under my eyes, I'm still going to use the shades that I use. When in Madrid, I always come to Madrid, like especially on holidays. Like we have a house in Cuatro Caminos. Yeah. Okay, no problem. Just leave me a message on my inbox. Then I'll reply you after this. No problem. When I come to Madrid, I'll give you a shout out. I'll holla you. Don't mind it. That's a broken English. When you say I'll holla you means I'll call you. Every Navidad we are in Madrid. In verano too. All right. Muchas gracias. Just that I do makeup in English because I that's my first language. in Spanish, I will not know how to be calling the maybe the product or the the parts well. So that's why I don't even dare go there. It's easy to explain with your own language. So I'm just applying some black eyeshadow on my waterline, even though my eyes have started watering. Just trying to avoid that so it doesn't move my makeup like it did. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. So I'm just applying some shimmer color in that area with this small brush. Okay, now I'll apply the highlight. You want to apply your highlight. The highlight I'm using is the Revolution Super Highlight. Then I'm going to use a fan brush. So I'm just going to use this to apply my highlight. I'm just going to apply some of the highlight here to keep this area popping. Now I'm going to set my face. I'll use the Elf Stay All Night Micro Setting Mist. Micro Fine Setting Mist. I'm going to use it to set my face. So after setting my face now, I'll go ahead and do my lip makeup. To make your lip makeup look neat, you want to always go in with a concealer and your concealer brush to clean up around your lips. Thank you. So you can leave it like this, or you go ahead and put a lip gloss. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Like, you've been with me from the start to the finish. I really appreciate it. You're welcome. Thank you too for being here. Like, I really appreciate it. You don't know what you've done today. I really, really do appreciate it. So when I finish with my entire makeup, I'll just take the powder puff and just tap it all over my makeup just to reduce the shine.
Mama,
Mm-hmm.
Mama,
Yeah.
they say in the trailer, a long, a, a long day.
Mm-hmm.
They was playing Bluey Bingo.
Really?
Yeah, with big muñecas of Bluey Bingo.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, they say it in the
In the
tele.
tele. Okay. Okay. Very soon you go to bed, eh?
Yeah, but can I go to that place
For Bluey Bingo?
for seeing Bluey Bingo? They are
Wait,
doing
tomorrow I'm going to sit on the TV and hear what they say. Okay?
that? Okay.
Okay, guys, this is the final look.
I like you.
Thank you. I like you too. Wow, that's great. I have three actually. The other one is El Mamayo. La otra es Mamayo. Okay, this is
Mama,
Ariana, what?
baby.
No. ¿No puedes comer chocolate ahora casi a las 10 de la noche? No, mañana. Okay. I want to thank you all, like Pookies. I don't know if that's what your name is, but thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Like you don't know how happy I am to have you here with me all through this makeup for today. Like I really, really appreciate you. God bless you for me. God bless you. For every other person, I call Sa Aksa Henny Retal, those names. Thank you all for being here today. I really, really appreciate Fiorella. Ah, okay. I really, really appreciate you guys. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next live video. Bye bye.